Hey there folks, it's Mark Johnson from tech-snobs.com. Today we're going to go ahead and do a full review on the Pantech Burst. Very nice budget device so far. I've been using it for about a little over a week. It's been out a little while, but I do like what I see from it, just based on the fact that as of this recording, this phone is 99 cents. And you really can't, for 99 cents, there's really not much you can complain about for what you're getting here, especially when the performance pretty much, it's going to exceed most any expectation you're going to have of it, especially when you're looking at it from a strict price point as it is, it being 99 cents. Now, I'm going to go ahead and compare it to some other devices to show you how thick it is and so forth. There it is to the Nokia Lumia. Definitely smaller than that. Going to look at it compared to the iPhone. iPhone's definitely a little bit thinner, about this, just a little bit. At the top it's a little bit more thick on the burst, and then we're gonna look at it compared to the S3, which is obviously is thinner, but it's a big more of a monstrous device. So that's that as far as the size comparisons. And I just want to go through a few things on this device which I do like. They kind of make it stand out, with Pantech, doing a little nice skin over Android, especially when you pull down the drop down tray. It has this little easy setting up top. If you do hit this little arrow, it does give you more options here, which is a nice little touch, especially if you don't want to see all that, or it just gives you a lot of nice options, which I found to be helpful. Another thing I did like, let's kind of go, when you hold down the home button to go to recent apps, it does show them in separate windows with X's, so you can just close them out, which is nice. And then at the top it shows you how much memory you have, so I found that to be very helpful as well. Those are just some of the things that kind of stand out to me. The menu button, of course, if you hit it on the main screen, there's your wallpaper, manage apps, themes, notifications. So it just got, which is the same as the drop down. It makes things very easy. I do like the user friendliness of it. And for the budget price, it definitely makes a lot of sense what you get here. It does have a 800 by 480 display, also Super AMOLED. It's also got a 5 megapixel camera, which isn't bad. Obviously there are definitely better cameras out there, but for what it does, it's not a bad camera at all. It does the autofocus, and things turn out pretty well with that. And then when we look at the app tray, it's very simplistic. Not a lot of bloatware on this product. You do have some things with AT&T, of course, with their code scanner, and then you'll have your live TV and my AT&T and so forth. But really, not too much additional things added on here from the jump. I mean, here's a sketch pad and a few other little things, but for the most part, nothing too much else on it. And then at the bottom you have your home button. I do like when when I was in the app, the app tray. It's kind of cool because it has another home button here. But of course you can use the capacitive where you hit the screen. So some nice little touches. It definitely doesn't affect the performance too much. And for what you're getting here, it's a dual core processor, 5 megapixel camera. And it's 99 cents. And at the end of the day, for some people, when they go in the store and they want to say, hey, I only want to spend, a certain amount of money, less than $1, then this is a great option here, especially for the fact that it's a 4G LTE device and it's very fast. Let's go into the browser briefly. Nice little browser icon. Web pages pull up nice and swift. In a nice LTE area now. So yeah, the web pages are fast, and this, overall, just a good device. I mean, at the end of the day, it always goes down to cost for a lot of people, and if you definitely don't want to spend, $50, $100, not your thing. You only want to spend $1. I highly recommend the Pantech Burst. It's Mark Johnson from tech-snobs.com. Be sure to check out more on the site, tech-snobs.com. We're going to be doing, I'll have a full written review up on this soon. And also some other comparisons to other devices and more things all the time. Is going to be on Pinterest and Twitter. I'm on Twitter at @techsnob. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. Take care.